So I thought I'd make another video. This video, I'm just going to be talking about specific small talk questions and statements that I am tired. I don't want to be asked. It's just annoying. If you're new to my channel, you know, I am a person who does not like small talk. I'm introverted. Certain concepts of socializing are just difficult to me. I mean, I'm working on things, but without further ado, I'm going to get into this list. Number 1. So what do you do or how's work? So I think in the other video I had about questions I don't like, I mean, I'm not going to go too much into detail, but it is a very common small talk statement that I hear often. And it's just, there's more things in my life that I'd rather talk about than my work or what I do or my occupation. Like I exist as a person outside of what I do or don't do. Like that question it's really just quite trite, and ultimately it's just inconsequential to me. It just really is unimportant. Like, I don't know. I'm just tired of that question, but I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail because I already did that in the other video with my other set of questions. Oh, number 2. This question is really more for whenever I am in a job or I am employed somewhere, and coworkers or like bosses, they love asking this question. I don't know why, but they like to ask, do you have any plans for the weekend, or are you doing anything on the weekend? And the true answer for me most of the time is not much. I'm not doing much on the weekend unless I have something planned to meet a friend or someone from church. I don't really have anything planned, and I don't really want to talk about what I'm doing with my coworkers. We don't have that kind of relationship. We don't. I mean, why do you care? Like, why is it any of your concern what I do on the weekend? So that question, I mean, it can annoy me with other people too, but it's mostly just directed for whenever I've had a job and people at work just want to ask that question. Question number 3. What's new? I literally, when people ask me that question, I just stare at them. It paralyzes me because I don't know what to say. I don't know how to answer that question. I mean, I know what the question is asking, but a lot of the times I don't feel there's genuinely anything new in my life. I mean, what I'm doing now is what I was doing a few weeks ago. So I just don't really know how to respond to that question. My answer most of the time would be nothing, just the same. So that's pretty much my answer to that question. Oh, this one, number 4. I get asked this fairly often, usually from like distant family or people I might not see all the time, is what is your family and or what are your siblings doing? Now I understand that some people are really close to their siblings, and some people, you know, them and their siblings, they're like this. But that's not really my situation with my siblings. I mean, I don't hate my siblings. I don't know. It's just, I'm kind of more like indifferent. I just don't really, two of my siblings I never see. I mean, well, I guess all three of them I don't really see much anymore. Two of them are married and live off in other places, and my other brother is in the army, and so I don't really see him anymore either. But I'm not like keeping close tabs on what my siblings are doing. Or they ask about my family. I mean, I'm the only one who still lives at home, so I can answer about my parents and, you know, my grandparents, but other than that, I don't really have much information. I don't really keep up with my brothers like that. I mean, we have a family group chat messaging thing, and my dad will be posting a lot of stuff on there, and then my brothers who don't live here, I mean, they will text through that, but I don't know what they're doing. To answer the question, I don't know what my siblings are doing. I'm not that close with them. We don't talk often, so I don't know. But I do get asked that often. Question number 5. So this one should be fairly obvious for anyone who's watched my videos, but if you haven't, I guess it wouldn't be. So how about that football or any sport game, any sport related game? If they're like asking, so how did you watch that sport game, or how, you know, what did you think about it? I don't watch sports. Okay, I don't care about sports. I don't watch them. Again, to me, that's another inconsequential, trite thing. It has no significance to me. I don't have any interest in that. And I'm just going to say I don't really watch or pay attention to sports. And I'm just honest about it. So we can't have any further discussion about that. But, you know, a lot of people, especially a lot of men, you know, they're obsessed with sports. And most of my family is that way. They love sports, but I'm just the odd one out there. I really couldn't care less. It doesn't stimulate me. It doesn't excite me. But I went more into that in the last video, so I'm not really going to go into a whole lot of detail about that other than that. Number 6. So this question is kind of for distant family members that I don't see all that often. So when we have the family gatherings or any special get-togethers, and I see people like extended family that I don't see all that often, I'll get this question, or this isn't a question, it's a statement. They say this: I haven't seen you in a while. Well, thank you for pointing out the obvious there. I mean, that's blatantly obvious at this point that we haven't seen each other in a while. And particularly a distant family member, someone I'm not particularly fond of, or I don't really care much to be around, it's kind of like I want to just respond with, well, yeah, that's kind of intentional. That's kind of intentional. I don't want to see you. I want to have as minimal interaction with you as I can possibly have. But I don't know. I guess it falls under the line of, this is a person that I don't have a close relationship with, and they're saying they haven't seen me in a while, and then they want to try to go from there, like catch up to like what's going on with you, or what's like the earlier question, what's new. And we don't really have that kind of relationship. I'm not going to see you very often. I'm not that deep with you. I don't hate you or anything. Well, I mean, I guess some of them I might dislike, but there's no deep, significant connection between you and I. I just don't know. So that's that one. Number 7, how's life? How are you? So this question really kind of depends on who is asking, who's the subject. Like, it depends the person who's asking me this question. Some people I can tell they're genuine. They're people that I feel safe with. They're people I like. And I'll be happy to explain that to them. I'll answer as honestly as I can. But for people that I don't have that deep relationship with, I don't know. I don't really see the point in them asking me that question, because I'm sure they don't really care, nor do I really care much about what they're doing in their life. It's just more of an indifference thing. I'm just kind of indifferent. But a lot of people will ask that question and they don't really care to hear the response. They just want to ask it just to make meaningless small talk. So, and that's what all these topics are. It's just small talk phrases and questions. And we know that's not an area that I care for or thrive in. Number 8, and this is the last question that I thought of here. And this is, again, another work related. So if I was in a work environment or a company and a coworker or a supervisor or boss said, you should go out with us to this event after work, or you should come to do this. And I'm just sitting there like, no, I'm not doing that. I spend enough time with you guys during the day while I'm working. I don't really care to be with you in my off time. I really don't. And I'm not trying to sound mean, but I keep my work life and my personal life very separate. I don't like those two things to mix. And I mean, I've heard all the horror stories about people going out and drinking and, getting a little more loosened up, and then they start sharing or saying certain things, and then the coworkers or the supervisors will then use all that against you and have all your information. And I don't go for that. I don't go for that. So anytime I would be asked that question, I would pretty much just say, no thank you, I'm not really interested. I just want to go home and relax and be with my family, or enjoy my dinner, watch some TV or whatever. I want my downtime. I want to relax. I've been around people all day. I don't want to go and be out with these people. And this it goes with like even my family, even people that I love. Like if I've been with them like for several hours of the day and they ask me to do something else, I'm 8 to 9 times out of 10 just gonna be like, no, I'd rather just go, do my own thing, have some alone time. And a lot of people will take that personally, like it's a slight against them, and it's truly not. But that's just how I am. Even if I enjoy your company and you're somebody I enjoy talking to, after a while I will just want my own space. I will want to do my own thing. And that's nothing that's really ever going to change. But especially from coworkers, I just get annoyed with that. Don't ask me that. Don't invite me to after work events. Don't invite me. Don't ask me to come. I'm not going to come. But anyways, I'm here at the park. I just wanted to do this video. I'm gonna go try to walk around, do some exercising, because I've been cooped up in the house. But anyways, hope you guys are doing okay. Bye.